they did not complete that first lap. A couple of cars had crossed. We go back to the last completed green flag lap, which is when all the cars cross the start-finish line. So go back to lap number 0. That'll put the 4 of LaBelle back up to the top of the field on the outside of Samantha Dell, with the 12 of P.J. Evans, the 64 of Steve Bowden, the 00 of Nick Chaber, your top 5. Isaiah Newcomb in the 22. Reese Bogue in the number 4 CT. Nick Bukele in the number 27. Joey LeMay, Olivia Dardinsky, Giovanni Ruggiero, Nick Rose, and Aubrey Keller to round out the field before we get the green. You know, as things are opening up, Seekonk Grand Prix had just a couple of weeks ago was able to open up the tracks outside. So if you are doing looking for something to do during the day, they've got the bumper cars, they've got the kids track, they've got the family track, they've got the bumper boats, and of course the old famous slick track. So if you have an opportunity, you're looking for something to do during the day, you want to have some fun, take a ride. They're just up the road to Seekonk Grand Prix. Thank them for being a part of our 75th season here at the Seekonk Speedway, and have some fun.
Absolutely. It's a lot of questions over the last few months, a lot of overall just disappointment with the way things have been. You can't go out and do what you want to do, and now we're starting to get back into that, so why not take your family, your friends on down and have a bit of fun.
Field is set. We'll try this a second time with Samantha Dell and Brendan LaBelle. At the top of the field, 15 laps the distance for the Seekonk Grand Prix Bandolero Outlaws. Mario once again waves the green flag. We're back underway. And as they head down into turn number 1, LaBelle gets a good run down the back front stretch. But here comes Evans down low, side by side for the number 2 spot.
Battling down into turns 3 and 4. They both close on Samantha Dell. Evans right on the rear bumper, and Dell goes around right across the stripe.
Dell having a slip of a time down the front straightaway, and the yellow flag comes out.
Evans got a huge run off at turn number 4. And Samantha Dell ends up on the tough part of that after leading the first lap. She goes around coming off 4.
We've got a vehicle that needs to be moved. It is blocking somebody. License plate 91, D as in David, 330. Massachusetts plate 91, D 330. It is a Volkswagen. Your vehicle needs to be moved. You are blocking. P.J. Evans getting the call for the assist on the 28 of Samantha Dell. That's going to put LaBelle and Chaber now first and second. Steve Bowden will be third. Reese Bowden will be third, excuse me, with Joe LeMay and Steve Bowden, your top 5. Brandon LaBelle started off his career last year here at Seekonk in the Bandit division of the Seekonk Grand Prix Bandoleros. Picked up the win on opening day. 2 in a row would be real sweet.
Certainly would be, and LaBelle inherits the lead after a good battle there on the last restart with the 12 of Evans, and obviously a tough break for both Evans and Samantha Dell, of course, but only 1 lap has been completed, so they have plenty of time. We know they're both fast to make their way back up through the field and still compete for at least a podium, if not a victory.
So Mario gives the field the crossover and ready to give him the clinch green flag, this time by LaBelle and Chaber. First and second, Bogue, LeMay, Bowden, your top five. Rose will be sixth, Ruggiero seventh, Newcomb eighth, Keller ninth, and Bukele rounding out the top 10. One lap out of 15 complete, 14 remain. As the bell brings them down at a slow pace, down into turns 3 and 4. The start box off the corner is what they're looking for. Mario looks them over. They wind it up off the corner. There's a green flag. One more time. The bell gets a good jump. He's got Bogue chasing him down into turn number 1.
Yeah, a rather familiar scene with the two fours battling it out here in the Bandoleros. Reese Bogue in second, chasing Brendan LaBelle. Chaber sits in that third spot, and Joey LeMay in fourth. All paired up. Reese Bogue low down through turn number 1, back up to the lead.
Familiar feeling for the smiling one as he heads into the top of the field out into turns 3 and 4. LaBelle trying to wind that car back up to speed, but just can't match that black and green number 4. Plenty to hold off the 00 of Chaber at this time. Look at the 7 of Giovanni Ruggiero. Down to the inside of Steve Bowden. That's the battle for 5th, down into 3 and 4. Trouble. One car sideways. They bounce off each other. That's the 22 of Newcomb and the 5 of Keller as they make contact down the front stretch. But Ruggiero on a tear. Remember, he started scratch on the field. He's already up inside the top 4s. He slides by the 8 of LeMay, and we've got a battle for 2nd.
Battle for 2nd. It's the 00 of Chaber down to the inside of Brendan LaBelle, and they're side by side off turn number 2. Battling through 3 as well. LaBelle with a slight edge on the outside, but Chaber's going to power off turn number 4, pull it even across the stripe as they race into 1.
Down to the first corner, and Bogue puts Dardinsky -1 to the leaders as they head down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. She's sitting right there in the groove, and they squeeze on by the rookie as she tries to get the bearings on her first laps. Up front, the 4 of Bogue is broken away by almost a full straightaway. Chambers sits second. LaBelle has his hands full. Ruggiero slides in down on the inside, takes that 3rd spot away.
Yeah, you knew even starting at 7th on the field, you knew Reese Bogue would contend for a win here.
Trouble off of turn number 2. 3 cars get together, make it 4. P.J. Evans with a hard hit on that machine. And after the caution, Bogue, the 7 and the 4 get together, but a red flag is out as they check on the drivers up in turn number 2. And it looks like the 27 of Bukele, the 12 of P.J. Evans, the 28 of Samantha Dell, and a 4th car over there was and waited for the caution flag to roll before he was able to straighten it out. So Reese Bogue, who had a straightaway advantage over Nick Chaber, sees that go away, and we'll have Chaber, Ruggiero, and LaBelle 2nd, 3rd, and 4th when we get ready to go.
So Reese Bogue fought his way through the field, avoiding cautions, and shows he brought back the same speed that won him a championship last year. Not to mention his fellow champion in the Bandoleros, Giovanni Ruggiero, in that 3rd spot, starting scratch on the field, as Kevin had mentioned. A great run for him. Stephen Bowden up front as well. A tough start for him off that initial green, but has rebounded and kept some speed up to hang around the top 5. So field getting crossed up in just a moment, and we'll be ready to go back to green flag racing. 8 laps to go for the Outlaws.
Trying to get the drivers in their proper restart position before we let them loose.
Ready to head to a green flag. 8 laps to go. Off turn number 4, it's Reese Bogue taking the green flag with Chaber to his outside. Chaber falls to the middle. Ruggiero with a great run down on the bottom. He's going to take that second position away as they race down the back. It's Bogue, Ruggiero, and Chaber into 3.
Down into 3 and 4 they go, and Bogue pulling away as Ruggiero and Chaber trade a little paint down into turn number 1. Chaber taking that second spot. And how about Steve Bowden sitting there in 4th? One of the best runs I can remember seeing this youngster have, sitting right on the tail of Ruggiero with 5 laps to go.
Bowden talked to me before today's feature event saying this is the happiest he's been with the car in a long time. I was confident going into tonight's race, and he's shown it with that 4th place run right now.
Isaiah Newcomb down to the inside of Joey LeMay, taking that 5th position away from him. LeMay dropping out of the top 5. While they battle for position, they all watch the Tipping Pet Rock Lodge. Number 4 pull away from the rest of the field. 3 laps to go, and he's got a commanding advantage over the rest of the field.
Down through 1 and 2 they go, still single file. Giovanni Ruggiero looking to close in on the rear bumper of the 00 of Chaber. That battle for 2nd, battle for 4th. Heating up a bit with Newcomb on the rear bumper of Bowden off turn number 4 as Reese Bogue pulling away, takes a 2 laps to go signal.
Down into 3 and 4, and as he comes off the corner, the Ivory Silk unfurling up in the air for the number 4 machine. Reese Bogue a lap away from kicking off his championship defense in grand style as he leads the charge down into turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag waving high in the air as he comes off the corner. And how about smiling Reese Bogue finding himself the initial Seekonk Grand Prix Bandolero Outlaw winner in 2020. Second place going to Nick Chaber.
Yeah, thank you. A lot of time in the shop and a lot of time put into it to be this good so early in the season. And a lot of it was just learning last year too. So I learned a lot from last year and I carried it over into this year.
You started 7 times doing triple times yourself, working your way up through, and before you knew you were leading the pack a couple of restarts later. What was going through your mind?
Well, that was pretty crazy. First off, we had like those 3 cautions, then we had a red flag. And I was like, what did we get the red flag for? And I saw the image, I'm like, oh no, that's not good. But after that, it was just get a groove on and keep on going, and that's what I did. Oh yeah. Really good. I would like to thank all my supporters, Tipping Rock Pet Lodge, Can't Touch Us Not in Illinois, Critical Screen Printing and Embroidery, CriticalSigns.com, and AJC Dumpsters.
Congratulations on your first win of the season.
Thank you.
Smile at me, folks.